It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're going to look at J.J. McCarthy. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Aviators and the Bengals on Thursday.
Now a handoff up the middle. Franklin. And nothing doing. He's immediate. At the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. Good man, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air with McCarthy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now McCarthy. This will be caught at about the 6. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Aviators go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Levis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Levis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The slot man in motion right.
Levis looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
McCarthy going to throw again.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Benson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Levis from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Levis back to throw. He's got another one to Johnston.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Boston's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Ready, so he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted.
That's interference. Defense.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Christian Watson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. In the first half, we saw a solid outing by the quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Aviators offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Levis sets up to throw here.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Little bootleg here. Levis able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw it again with Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here is 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
On the handoff, Benson running right.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Levis to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Now Levis. That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Levis.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Levis will try to throw for the 2.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead.
Down. Here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Aviators offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. To the air with McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Franklin, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now McCarthy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 18.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Levis out of the shotgun now. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They run over center with Benson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Levis looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Boston's offense ready to go again. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here's McCarthy.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the Bengals 23-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. That's taken in by Franklin.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Benson.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. McCarthy off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's got him. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. It's Franklin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. Big third down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. On play action, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And they will rally and stop him ground at the 26. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be fourth down. McPherson